The air was thick with the rumble of engines. The night of February 17, 2002, seemed like any other in Bettsville, Ohio. At the Iron Coffins Motorcycle Club on West State Street, the beer flowed freely. Laughter echoed through the air. But beneath the surface, a tension brewed. An argument, fueled by alcohol and simmering resentments, began to spiral out of control. Voices rose, accusations flew, and what began as a dispute escalated into a night of unimaginable violence. The night exploded with the deafening roar of a gunshot. Chaos erupted inside the clubhouse as club members and patrons scattered for cover. In the blink of an eye, 33-year-old Tim Broski, a young man with a promising life ahead of him, lay dead on the floor. A single bullet had pierced the night, silencing his laughter and forever altering the lives of those who loved him. The gunman, shrouded in the confusion and panic, vanished into the night, leaving behind a scene of unimaginable horror. The first rays of dawn painted a grim picture, casting long shadows that seemed to whisper secrets of the night before. Police arrived at the Iron Coffins Motorcycle Club, their flashlights cutting through the darkness to reveal a scene of chaos. The air was thick with tension, and the officers moved cautiously, their eyes scanning every corner for clues. Empty beer bottles littered the floor, silent witnesses to the night's tragic events. Each bottle told a story of revelry turned to horror, the remnants of a night that had spiraled out of control. And then they saw him. Tim Broski's lifeless body lay sprawled on the ground, a gunshot wound marking the spot where his life was brutally cut short. The sight was a stark reminder of the violence that had erupted, leaving a once vibrant man cold and still. But something was amiss. There was evidence of an attempt to clean the scene, to erase the traces of a heinous crime. Cleaning supplies were scattered around and smeared bloodstains hinted at a hurried, desperate effort to cover up the truth. The killer had tried to hide his actions, but some stains are simply too dark to wash away. The bloodstains, though partially clean, still told a tale of violence and desperation, a story that no amount of scrubbing could completely erase. Section 4. Hunt for Justice, the investigation and pursuit of a killer. The Seneca County Sheriff's Office launched a full-scale investigation. Detectives worked tirelessly, piecing together the fragments of a shattered night. Witnesses were interviewed, their memories clouded by alcohol and trauma. The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place, leading them to a suspect, Douglas Langley. Langley, known to frequent the Iron Coffins Motorcycle Club, had a history of violence. The evidence against him mounted, painting a damning picture of guilt. Section 5. The Trial, Unraveling the Truth in the Halls of Justice. The stage was set for a dramatic showdown. The courtroom buzzed with anticipation as the trial of Douglas Langley commenced. Every seat was filled, and the air was thick with tension and curiosity. The prosecution presented a compelling case, weaving a tapestry of evidence that pointed directly at Langley. They meticulously detailed every piece of evidence, leaving no stone unturned. Witness testimonies, though sometimes conflicting, painted a picture of a man driven by anger and fueled by alcohol. Each witness added a new dimension to the story, making the narrative even more complex. Forensic experts meticulously laid out the physical evidence, each piece adding another layer to the narrative of a senseless murder. Their detailed analysis left the jury in awe of the scientific precision. Langley's defense team fought back, attempting to poke holes in the prosecution's case, but the weight of the evidence seemed insurmountable. They argued passionately, but the facts were not in their favor, making their task incredibly challenging. Section 6. Verdict and Aftermath, Justice Served, but a Community Forever Scarred. After weeks of intense testimony and careful deliberation, the jury finally reached a unanimous verdict, guilty. Douglas Langley was convicted of murder with a firearm specification and gross abuse of a corpse, a decision that sent shockwaves through the courtroom. The courtroom erupted in a mix of emotions, relief, sadness, and a profound sense of closure. Families hugged, tears were shed, and the weight of the moment was palpable. Langley was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, his freedom extinguished for the life he so carelessly took. The judge's gavel fell, marking the end of a harrowing chapter. While justice had been served, the scars of that fateful night in February 2002 would forever remain etched in the hearts of Tim Broski's loved ones and the Bettsville community. The pain of loss lingered, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the impact of violence.